What's up, guys? So today I just wanted to show you guys some books that I really enjoy, and maybe you can read some of them like while you're quarantined. So excuse my appearance right now. I'm probably gonna actually go lay out and read for a little bit after this, so I felt no reason to pretend like I'm actually cute in real life. Go ahead and get into books that I really enjoy. So first I have this one right here. It's The Butchering Art by Lindsey Fitzharris. I haven't finished this book yet. Actually, my page is gone. Whatever, I'll find it. I've only read about 180 pages, but this book is just so interesting. If you enjoy like the Victorian era at all, or if you are really interested in old medicine, like there used to be a show called, what was it called? Dark medicine? Dark science? Let's see here. All right, whatever. I can't remember. If you know what I'm talking about, please comment below. Anyway, it was this show that was about like kind of experiments back in the day when they didn't know much about, they didn't have much medical history. They didn't have the tools that we have today. They didn't have the, science that we have today. They didn't have a lot of stuff that we have today. So this is pretty much a lot of medical practices or like medical discoveries were made in this era. It's just really interesting to see what people used to do. It's like medical students, they used to just get in this like big, like where they went to church, they would show up and it would be nighttime, so it would be super dark, and they'd have to just they'd have like a cadaver, or they would have an actual person who needed surgery, and they would just start trying to figure out what to do. I mean, that was their teaching. That was how they learned, which is so crazy because becoming a doctor nowadays is years and years of training. And back then it was kind of, oh, if you know how to hold a knife, you could be a doctor. But it really, I mean, obviously you had to like be going to school, so it was usually somebody who had more money. But it's really interesting. There are a lot of interesting stories about like people wanting to do surgeries like under a certain amount of time, or, you learn a lot about diseases, and it's just a really interesting book. So if you're interested in the Victorian era or any sort of medicine such as that, I really suggest this book, The Butchering Art. Ooh, that's good. So next I have this book. It's called The Cellar. It is by Natasha Preston. This is a book if you really enjoy thrillers, mystery, kidnapping. I mean, it's more of teen napping in this one. This is a really interesting book because I feel like it has like a good twist and it keeps you on your toes. And it's pretty sadistic, sad, but it has a good twist, and it's a lot of these kinds of, I'm a really big like mystery kind of girl. I like, Criminal Minds and Forensic Files and all those shows. So this is just a really good book if you enjoy crime, stuff like that. It's a young adult. It's not so different than every other book, but it's interesting. It has an interesting plot, and I think they should make it into a movie or a TV series. So next on my list, I have this, All the Missing Girls. And when I first started reading this book, I felt like I wasn't super into it. I just felt like it had kind of a slow beginning. But then you start to realize like this book goes backwards, so you feel the need to finish it. This is actually, sorry, that's my bookmark. even though I already finished reading this. But this is actually a really, it's by Megan Miranda. It's an interesting book because I love any book that's like down south, like in the southern states. For some reason it just like makes me feel at home, even though I'm not from the South. So I don't know why. I think the South just gives everybody like a homey feel, you know. I love any book that's like based in summertime. It just makes me feel relaxed and it makes me feel like it's summertime. So I actually really enjoyed this book. Again, it's another like thriller. It's another mystery. You know, it's about a girl who disappeared, and then obviously you end up finding out everything that happens, and it's definitely a plot twist, but it has love, romance, all stuff like that. It's pretty much like an all-around good book. So if you enjoy romance but you also enjoy thrillers, I do suggest this book. Last, for like actual physical books, because I'm gonna do a few Audible books, this Summer Sisters. This is my all-time favorite book. I've probably read it like 4 times, but this would be a really good book to read right now because I read probably about 2 months ago, like right before quarantine hit, so I don't know if they're still doing it. I need to look it up. I read that they were going to be doing a series on Hulu. I believe it was Hulu. This has been my favorite book since I was 18. I'm 26 now. I've read this book like 3 or 4 times. I honestly can't remember. It's Judy Blume's Summer Sisters. And this has got to be one of my all-time favorite books. Like, I don't ever get tired reading it. I feel like I really know the characters. I feel like I am a little bit of one of the characters. Like, I feel like I could live through the characters. They just have such an interesting life. And it's based in the East Coast. I think Martha's Vineyard. I'm pretty sure. It's been like 2 years since I've read it. I'm actually probably going to start reading it again since I finished the All the Missing Girls book. Such a good book. Like, if you enjoy like love, romance, beach, summer, girls, boys, like, it's just such a good book. I cannot recommend this one enough. Read it. It's a lot. Well, it's not that many pages. It just looks like a lot, and they're small. You know, of course I opened to the page there. So like, you can get through it pretty quickly, but I swear to you, that is just like one of the best books of all time. I could never get tired of it, and I never will get tired of it. But this next one I have read on Kindle or listened to on Audible. The author is Kendra Elliott. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. And the series is it's the Widow's Island series. She has a ton of other series that I just haven't listened to yet because I want to finish this series. But I'm on her website right now. I don't know if you can see these, but these are the books that she has. So I believe I've read all 5. I have not read book 6 yet. I'm pretty sure book 6 comes out in October. But I used to read these like before, because I would open the bar at work and I would always read that or like listen to them on Audible, or I just randomly like pick up my phone and read it on Kindle. I love these books because they all like tie together. They're mysteries, but they all like, I think, so there's like one big mystery and you find out what that is in one of the books. I'm not going to tell you, but it's interesting. It keeps you going. It's a really good, I think it's a really good series, and I really like the way that this author writes. Sometimes I just don't enjoy some authors' writing styles. It's just the way I am. I love her writing style. She lets you know, like, she keeps everything a mystery, but like lets you know that like, okay, you're gonna find something out. Like, this is your, like, keep reading because something's gonna happen, if that makes sense. But yeah, so all of these books, there's Close to the Bone, A Bone to Pick, Whisper of Bones, Bread in the Bone, Below the Bones, and A Broken Bone. And I'm pretty positive A Broken Bone is the only one that I have not read yet. Let's click on it. Oh, I can't. So it's going to be out November 3rd, 2020. That's what it says. It'll be out on Audible. So yes, I read all 5 because I know that I went to go listen to the 6th one and it wouldn't let me. So definitely recommend those books. And then one that I'm currently listening to on Audible. I'm not a huge Audible and Kindle fan. Well, I like Kindle just because it's still reading. Audible, sometimes I feel like I kind of lose, like I don't pay attention, because usually if I'm listening to Audible, I'm driving or like getting ready. And when I'm driving and getting ready, I'm like not really thinking about the book. So that's like my one reason I don't really like listening to them. The book I'm currently, and this is more of like a religious book, I guess, or like a self-help book. I'm not hugely religious. However, like I've been wanting to get back into it. So I have started listening to this book. It's called Changes That Heal. It is by Dr. Henry Cloud. It's just been it kind of just reminds you that, you know, mistakes are made, they happen, but you can fix them. And I don't know, like I said, I've only gotten into an hour of it, so I haven't listened to that much. So can I say I recommend it? Like, yes, I guess, but I also haven't listened to all of it. So it's just something that I'm listening to right now, maybe in like another book series, because I want to kind of keep doing this book series because I need to get back into reading a bit more. My goal is to read an hour every morning and an hour every night. So we'll see how that goes. Or I guess like some of my entertainment deals, like my books or something to read or something to listen to. But yeah, so if you guys have any suggestions, I love romance, horror, thriller, anything like that. So please comment below and let me know any of your favorite books. And if you have heard anything, if you have read this Summer Sisters book, or if you've read any of these books, please let me know. Or if you decide to buy one of the books, please comment down below and let me know, because that would be really cool, I think. I'm a big reader. I love it. And I just enjoy meeting other people that read, because it's like very seldom like amount of people that read anymore, I feel like. So please go ahead and comment below, let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching this video. Bye.